Hey YouTube, Do-It-Yourself Junkie 369 here today, and I just received shipment of my Vans RV-10 Empennage kit. For you guys that don't know, here's a 3D drawing of the plane, and I've highlighted the Empennage kit. Officially, we're starting work on it today, and as I complete pieces, I'll color code those in maybe green or blue or something to represent that they're finished, and then maybe orange or red for parts that we're currently working on. So this crate is about 129 inches long, 48 inches wide. I want to say about a foot deep, and only 300 pounds. And I'll do a short video after this. I have some photos to match together into a video on how we got this out of the truck and got it into my garage. It was a fairly easy process, and I'll go into some detail over that and what shipping cost, because that was part of the hardest part of getting this kit, was talking to other builders. Everybody kind of did it different, and none of them really matched up with the situation that I found myself in. Anyway, it comes with a top on it. It was 2 sheets of plywood kind of stapled down together to get the distance that needed to be. And then it has 2 banding straps running across it. So I used one of my tools that you're probably going to use during your aircraft build. And these are just sheet metal cutters. These are the straight kind. Usually the build list that I've seen specify get right and left cut. They're red and green handle color coded usually, with red being right hand cut. And that helps you cut curves to the right, basically. So the blades are curved. Anyway, that's how I cut banding straps, is I use a pair of these. And what you want to do is put the cutter on the banding strap, but then stand about arm's length away from the band, perpendicular to it. So the band's going across this way, and I'm back here. That, if you stand in line with the band somehow, when it snaps loose, it could fly, and that sharp end that you just created by cutting it could come up and slice something on you, and it's not razor sharp, but it'll sure feel like it when it hits you. And it'll just cut through clothing, your face, your arms, so be really safe about that. And then with the staples they used, they were in pretty shallow, and the plywood was kind of flimsy. It's about a 1/4 inch sheet. So I just found a loose spot, stuck my hand in there with some gloves on, obviously. And I do recommend getting some sort of cheap utility mechanics glove. People at my work, especially safety department, they don't like these. They say they're useless. But these things have saved my hands quite a few times. They buy me just enough time to realize that I'm about to get hurt. Or they protect from stuff that normally wouldn't cut. So they're not cut proof by any means, but they're cut resistant, so that a lot of times they'll keep you from getting sliced up by sheet metal or something that's not truly sharp, but it won't stop a knife from going through there. Anyway, have those on, find a loose spot, and just peel up on it. A hammer also works pretty good there, but it's probably not needed. And you just use leverage of the piece of wood to peel it off there, and then set it aside. Make sure to set it somewhere where somebody's not going to step on any staples until you have a chance to get a hammer and bend them over. And then from there, there's a couple cross braces in there that you might need a drill with a screw bit on it to get those out, and you want to start unpacking it. And I'll step off to this side. And down on this end you have some of the bigger sheet metal pieces, and on that end you have a lot of paper with probably some parts hiding in it. So be real careful when unpacking all that paper. The most important thing, what you want to get out of the box first, And it should be right on top. Hey, stop that. And it should be right on top. It's going to be your enclosed packing list, which has big 2-inch red letters on it. And then you have your drawing package, which is the instructions for how to build the airplane. And you want to put these in a folder, and I'll give you specifics on that folder later. That's one thing I didn't buy while getting ready for this day, and I was basically waiting to see what size I needed. So you want to open the packing list first thing before you start taking anything out of the box, and then go through bit by bit and perform an inspection. Basically, as you find take a part out, you find it on the packing list and you mark it off, saying that you have it. And then second part is you kind of want to look at everything and make sure something's not damaged. I didn't see any damage on the box, so I didn't note anything on the bill of lading. If you don't do that and you find damage, you have 5 days to make a report. I believe it's 5 days. So if I find anything damaged from shipping, I have a very short time period now to make a claim against the shipping company, because you can't make a claim against Vans. They're not responsible for the damage. It went in here with the way they packed it. It went in here undamaged. But if I'm missing a part, I have 30 days to make that claim against Vans, saying like, hey, this didn't come in the box. But I would do it as soon as possible. Like, try to keep that under a week. If it takes you a month to look through everything in this box, you probably need to reevaluate how you're attacking this project. So that'll probably be all the talking for this video. Hopefully you like it. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I put out a new video. Hit the bell icon. You'll probably get some of my weight loss video blog notifications. But mostly, because of this project and how involved it is, it's probably going to be mostly working on this aircraft. And that's where the majority of my videos will be now. Every once in a while, I'll try to keep up with my other how-to videos, because that is what I like doing. I like doing how-to. I like doing projects myself, and I like doing the videos on how to do them. So here's what was in the packing list. You got a little flyer saying congratulations. You got an Empennage packet, which has some paperwork explaining what part numbers, how to interpret their part numbers, a letter thanking you for purchasing the kit, finder fees response form, which if you're looking at getting a kit and this video helped you make your decision at all, my builder's number is in the description, followed by my build tracker, which has more up-to-date where I'm at on the project, how much it's costing. Make sure to check both those out, and if you're getting ready to order your first kit, go ahead and fill this out with my builder's number, and Vans will thank me and send me $100. Doesn't cost you a thing other than the purchase of your first airplane kit, which hopefully you're planning on doing anyway. And then there's a merchandise return policy and form, and then some information about the manuals, which I'll sit down and read this later, actually probably before I even start unpacking. And then the last thing is the packing list, which has my information at the top, and then it has here where they went through and marked as they put stuff in the box. So your job is, as you take stuff out of the box, mark off what's there. I noticed there's some stuff that's not checked, but here's a check mark, and then all this stuff looks like it's inside of a bag that might be pre-packed, so they know if they grab the bag, then this stuff should be in there. So it'll be pretty labor intensive. I'm guessing probably 2 to 5 days to go through this, depending on how much you work on it. It's 7 pages long. So I'll read the other packet and get started with unpacking this. So one cool thing to help you with going through and doing a 100% inspection, making sure all your parts are there, basically having accountability for everything, is some of the stuff is wrapped up like this, and it'll say subkit and number 4. So you can find subkit number 4 on the packing list, and then if you notice, all the parts will have a tag like this. So you go, once you cut this open and pull all the pieces out, you find these tags, and under subkit 4 there should be R1004, and you mark that off your list. And usually if there's multiple of one part number, there'll also be, it'll all be one line item, and it'll say the part number, and then it'll say quantity 4, 5, or 6 or whatever.